So hey guys, good morning. Welcome back to our new videos. Friends, in this video we are going to talk about this DT830D Unity Digital Multimeters. Friends, in this video we will be know the whole details about of this multimeters, how to use it, where to use it, and what were the functions you can generally use in these multimeters. What are the voltage range, what are the current range, what is the resistance range, and which of the functions, and like all of the functions which can be measured by using these multimeters. In this video we will be cover that's all the principles, that's all this phenomena which can be measured by using these multimeters. So let's get started. So friends, first of the things, if I tell you that this is the multimeter of DT830D Unity Multimeters. So friends, with the help of this multimeters, first of things I want to tell you that this multimeter you can buy it from any digital platforms or online or offline at around 150 to 200 rupees, online or offline. So this multimeter is going to be a perfect choice for you if you are a small project, you make always a small project, or you are a small shop, or if you use a multimeter on your personal, then this multimeter is best for you. I will describe this all of the phenomena, that's all the concept which is being used this multimeter, what are the technologies, and it is good or bad, its advantage and disadvantage, that's all of the thing. First let me tell you that's how to use this multimeters. So friends, if you want to use this multimeters, then what are the things here you can see there is off knob, this is the arrow, right? At the knob you can see there is have an arrow which define the current status of this multimeter. This multimeters have currently set to be on off state, right? You can see there is have this knob is have on off state, so this multimeter is have currently off conditions. If you want to measure a voltage, right, alternating voltage from using those multimeters, so first precaution, if I tell you the first precautions which you need to follow while using this multimeter on the alternating voltage range of this 200 to 750 volts. First of the things you have to take precautions measuring the voltage on the AC supply. You need to use this knob that you can see the whole detail of this knob, right? What are the things are here? You can see there is have this pin, this and this. There is have the three knobs, right? To insert your measuring knob and this tools, right? There is a three, and here is a, if you want to measure a currents like a 10 ampere maximum, then you will need to use this knob, right? And if you want to measure the voltage range of 750 and 500 milliampere maximum, then you have to use it. So first, all the application which I am telling that you have to use this two knobs, right? This max and this ground knob, right? So now let me tell you, if you want to measure our DC voltage, right, from the 200 to 1000 voltage, then you have to select this knob on this DC range. Here you can just then you can use this multimeter by selecting this DC voltage, right? And you can measure the range of from 2000 milliamperes to 20 voltage to 200 voltage to 1000 voltage range by using this multimeter. If you want to measure the AC voltage, then you have to just press this knob on the range of this, and then you can measure the alternating voltage using these two knobs, right? And if you want to measure the currents, some values of currents, then you need to turn this knob on the range of this, right, from 10 amperes to 20 milliamperes, 20 milliamperes, from 200 microamperes, that's the less and measure, and that's max, right? Maximum you can use 10 amperes by using this multimeter, because that is in a personal use multimeters, and you cannot use this on a commercial multimeter or the voltage range of greater than 1000 voltage. And now friends, if I tell you, if you want to measure the frequency by using this voltage multimeters, then you will need to turn this knob on the range of this heart. This is the symbol of frequency. You will see here, this is the symbol of frequency. If you turn this multimeter knob on the range of this frequency, then you can measure frequency using these two knobs, right? Just turn this knob on this frequency range and use this two knob to apply these two elements, and then you can find the frequency which is being generated on this on that device. And knowing the holes, if you want to measure the continuity, want to test the continuity by using this multimeter, then you need to turn this knob on the range of this diode or the symbol of this diode. You can generally measure the continuity, test the continuity using this diode symbols. This is a majorly used knobs, right? And if the continuity is not good, then on the back of this multimeter you can find buzzer inside of this multimeter, which will be buzzed when the continuity will be good condition. And when the continuity will be in goods, then the knob will be buzzer will be buzzed as sounds, which will be produced by this multimeter. That's also feature which is have in this multimeter. And now finally, if you want to measure the resistance by using this resistive knob on here, you can measure the resistance of resistive material or a resistor by using this two knob. You can measure the range of from 20 ohms to 2000 ohms to 20 k ohm to 200 k ohms to 2000 kilo ohms. That's the range which is getting support using the multimeters. And finally, if you are an electrician and or a personal user of multimeter, and you will also need this transistor checking pin, right? With the help of this pin you can check any of the transistor. Basically, if you are working on a project, then you will need different PNP transistor and PN transistors. Then you can test them on here. You have to just turn this knob on this hive or here, and then press insert your transistor on in this knob. If the transistor is getting value, if the multimeter is presenting the value in your display, and you have insert your transistor in the section of this NPN, then you could understand that is an NPN transistor. And if you have inserted your transistor on the PNP sections, and your multimeter is getting value, then you can say that is an PNP transistors. So friend, this is all about our DT830D Unity multimeters. Here are some precautions I've got written. If you're using a 10 ampere max currents by using this multimeter, then you need to use this knob. And if you're using the minimum voltage, right, the voltage range from 1000 to 750 voltage, then you need to use these two knobs, right? Those have also. So if I tell you that if you want to use this knob on whenever you want to use measuring some precautions like the 10 ampere, if you want to measure the 10 ampere currents by using this, then you have to use this knob. If you want to use the the limited current, then you have to use this one. There are some precautions you can follow. If you want to follow them, you can read the precautions. And finally, if I show you the back of this multimeter, then here you can see what have the precautions I've got right here. To avoid the electrical shock, remove the test plate before opening the case. To prevent the fire, install the fuse with the ampere voltage rating. Refer to the manuals powering supply on the battery transformers to 9 voltage battery. Basically, here as I've got written that if you want to use the maximum measure the maximum voltage or currents using this device, then you will need to externally add a shunt or externally install the fuse to measure the extra ordinary voltage or currents using this multimeter. So this is all about this multimeters. Thanks for watching.